awesome students. How are you? Hope all is good. Let's go now and discuss literary theories in a brief summary. What is a literary theory? It's a very basic way of thinking about literary theory. Is the ideas act as different lenses. Critics use to view and talk about art, literature, and even culture. Whenever I want to criticize any kind of work or form, I need to make sure that the literary theory is applied there. These different lenses allow critics to consider works of art based on certain assumptions within the school of theory. How is this possible? Number one theory would be formalist. Formalist theory, nothing outside the text. Yes, if you want to go for formalism and try to have a form for the literary work, you need to make sure that the writer is applying that. Number one. Independent. It has to be a brand new idea, brand new theme, brand new writing, or it will be a copy. No outside influences. We have to know that every writer has his own influence according to his society, according to what he's resembling in his artwork. Writing is an art. It's a piece of art, all within the context. Yes, formalist theory, nothing outside the text. Independent piece of work, no outside influences, all within the context. Formalism. You have to analyze the plot, the character, the settings, diction, imagery, structure, point of view, form, and genre. These are the main structures for any literary work that you need to follow and abide to formalism. Emphasis on determining tension and or ambiguity. That's the main thing. If you remember what we have said in class about ambiguity, that is one point in formalism. Evaluate uses of these forms and close reading of the passages. Connections. Connection to structuralism and deconstruction is the main points that we look at whenever we are criticizing formalism theory. Biographical theory. This is number two in any piece of criticism. Knowing the life of the author reveals information in the text author's life influenced by this text. As I said, if you need to criticize, get the flaws, get the positive points in any kind of text, you need to make sure that you have enough information about the biography of this writer. Charles Dickens is different than Shakespeare. Shakespeare is totally different than T.S. Eliot, and so on. If you think about females, of course, Charlotte Bronte is so different than her sister Emily Bronte. However, both of them have a biography which could be similar in their childhood and background, but they have their own independent pieces. Analyze the author's experiences, analyze the author's process, struggle in his piece of writing. Emphasize on author's knowledge. Make connection to psychological theory. I love this part. If you want to nail it in your exam, please always relate stuff to each other. Connect psychological to biographical and how they are all affecting the formalism of the piece of writing. Number three, historical theory. Yes, we stopped at historical theory in class and we spoke about it, I think, many times. How is it influencing the piece of work in general? For example, old historians and the writers in the history, they have this kind of historicism. History forms a background to the text Literally, text must be read within knowledge and understanding of the time and place of its creation. Analyze historical documents contemporary to the text. If you remember, how did we write contemporary pieces? That's how we are going to analyze as well in reading. Analyze language of the text and its time. New historicism. The text is the reflection of the events. The text is the reflection of the ideas and attitudes of the time and place. That's a must. If I am going to analyze what was written in 1950s would be so different than what is written in 1940s, 30s, or even 2000. All this is taking the time and the place of the text creation. I put it into consideration when I want to criticize. Literary text must be read with social backgrounds, intellectual ideas of the time, and the place of its creation too. Analyze political structures of the time and place of the text creation. Try to analyze values, conflicts, social events of the time and the place of the text creation. Connections to psychological and cultural theories are must. Let's go for psychological theory. Text is revelation product of the author's mind and personality. That's number one. In this theory, reflection of the author's consciousness of mental world. It reflects the creative process of the author's imagination. Psychological is all about emotions. Analyze the author's character's motivations, behaviors, feelings. Interpret the actions of the characters. Interpret the intentions of the author. Value the text character's author as you would be patient for. Theories tailored from whichever psychological theory preferred. Now, if you think that you learned something about formalism, psychological, heroism theories, thumb up, drop a comment if you have one, share with others to benefit, subscribe and don't forget to ring the bell, and wait for part 2 to discuss more literary devices, literary theories. That is a must in any kind and any piece of work. Let's meet soon and let's discuss more about historicism and about other theories in literary devices. Looking forward to see you then. Bye.